Hello, today's question is, what is a medical captive and how would it work for my business? And if you're a middle market employer between 50 and 300 employees, this may just be a fit for you. Health insurance plans. We get to choose three things in our plans. We get to choose an insurance carrier and network. We get to choose a specific health insurance plan design for our business. And then we get to choose how we fund that. Typical funding methods are fully insured methods, self-funded methods, and medical captives. Medical captives have been very popular as of late with a migration to self-insurance without some of the volatility. And I want to show you why and some of the success that medical captives are having. We'll go through some health insurance financing methods. We'll start with the fully insured method. Fully insured, as many of you know, creates a year-to-year reaction. We have an annual renewal that buys an insurance policy on a fixed cost basis for the next 12 months, and we do it all over again the following year. With a fully insured plan, you have very little risk in that you pay your premium and the insurance carrier pays your claims, but you have very little control, very little data in a fully insured environment, so it's hard to extrapolate your numbers and do a whole lot with that. Insurance taxes and ACA taxes are embedded in fully insured premiums. And then, of course, carrier profits are embedded in there as well. And this creates a buying decision that is a one-year decision versus a long-term strategy to manage and maintain health insurance cost and liability. And it creates an upward trend based on your spend today over the next 5 to 10 years. Many employers look to get out of that vicious cycle and into a more controlled environment where they can control their own insurance destiny. So many people look at self-funded. Many people in the past have assumed self-funded was for just really big businesses. In many cases it is. It gives you great control with data. You own the health plan, so you own the data, and we can break into that data and determine what we can do to drive cost and claims down. We cover in a self-funded environment our own claims, the small claims, so we pay those on a monthly basis. We purchase stop loss for our larger claims. That's called a specific stop loss. We purchase aggregate stop loss that puts a cap on our maximum exposure for all small claims. And then we do have the potential of lasers on our large claimants, and a laser is where an insurance carrier, third-party administrator could pull a specific employee or more out of the group health plan and assign them their own specific deductible, which would increase the cost for you as the business. And then, of course, we deal with stop-loss renewals on an annual basis, and that's a very volatile market based on your claims experience. Lastly, and where there's a lot of traction these days, is in medical captives, because it combines the best of both worlds, and then it includes like-minded employers that are focused on stability and long-term cost containment in a health plan. It provides best practices data of self-funded plans so that we can do something with that data on a bigger scale with like-minded employers that are in it for the same reason as we are. And this creates less volatility through stop-loss policies that offer no new lasers in perpetuity, as well as renewal rate caps. So it prevents the downside of self-funding because we're pooled with like-minded individuals and companies across the country that share the same concepts, and we're able to buy and purchase on a large basis. The law of large numbers, so to speak. How does a medical captive work? Well, in a medical captive, you're an owner. You own a share in the captive. And so the members own and put money into a claims pool for large claims. That's your premium that you pay. The members pay its own small claims. So you as a business pay your small claims still today. And that allows us to use the data we have to control cost through a number of different cost containment structures that are out here today and available to us. Stop-loss carrier refunds any unused premium in the good years back to its members, and we know on average 4 out of 5 years are generally good, and you may have 1 to 2 bad years in that 5-year period. And in a bad year, the stop-loss carrier draws from that pool to pay the higher claims in the bad year, so there's protection. And of course, the pool goes up or down based on the members of like-minded employers and their large claims. That's why there's incentive for the members to control costs cost and do things the right way moving forward to make an impact on this. Of course, the captive purchases reinsurance on top of the pool, so there's no catastrophic event that would sink the captive, and that's the peace of mind that an employer has. So again, like-minded employers and its members create less volatility, lower renewals, and an opportunity just to win a little bit in health insurance, both short and long term. So in summary, medical captives are for middle market employers, 50 to 300 or more, but generally 50 to 300 employees that want to gain the advantage of being self-insured without the historical volatility and potential roadblocks created by the threat of lasers and large renewal increases. And this creates a long-term buying strategy that can have an impact on your overall health insurance cost in the long term. Thank you very much, and if you have interest in medical captives, please see your advisor.